But recently, I was given a wake up call. It happened when I was looking back at last year, towards the end of the year. I was looking back at the year, and although it felt like I'd done a lot of work toward my goal of becoming my own boss, I realized that I hadn't even produced half of the content that I had planned on earlier in the year. So today, I want to talk to you about the secret downfall of too much planning and approaching your goals too casually. So, what is the secret downfall of the planner? When you think of planning, we always need to plan, but there is a point when you really just need to say you're going to take action, and nothing gets done until you take action. You should take action as quickly as possible. And that's the trap that I got caught in, was too much planning. Generally it's a good idea to plan for multiple time frames, and you lay out the steps along the way. So a 90-day sprint, the year-long, marathon. And then each week you plan things that move you closer to your 90-day sprint goal. And each day you plan tasks that you're going to get done for that week. It seems simple, but sometimes you get caught up in the weeds, and that's what happened to me. Too much planning, going too much into detail and planning and planning and planning. So, and you or someone likely has this same problem. So you start a plan and you list out more and more details, and pretty soon you're like, wow, I'm doing great. I'm making tons of progress. But then you realize at the end that all you have is a bunch of lists, a bunch of to-dos. But you have the beginnings of a lot of things, but you've got a bunch of great ideas. And it all culminates in a bunch of things that you started to do, but never finished. You have nothing to really show for it, no real accomplishments for all those sessions of brainstorming, ideas, tasks, checklists. You have to take action. If you are going to succeed, you can't keep on putting things on the back burner. You can't just make tons of lists. You can't just make checklists. You can't just make plans and come up with ideas. You have to finish them. You have to follow through. So this is what I call the pain of endless planning. Because while I could say it was a lack of planning, the truth is I did tons of planning. I probably spent way too much time planning and way too little time actually taking action and executing. And sometimes you get caught up in this big idea, this big dream of all that you're going to do. And you've got all these stages floating around in your head. But you forget about the why. You forget about what is your end goal. You just have all these things, all these balls up in the air. And really, what you need to do is take action, take some action, take a decisive action. Stop being casual and thinking things are just going to get done. And this is true in both in business, in your life, your fitness journey, or any other aspect of our life. Too much planning can actually hold us back. It's really a way to kind of casually dabble in something and feel like you're getting a lot done, but without truly making any sort of sacrifice of your time or putting all you've got into moving towards your goal. So, and approaching anything casually is really a recipe for failure. By approaching the task casually, you're sending a message to yourself and probably others that you don't really intend to put a lot of effort into the task. And it'll cause you to take the task less seriously, others to take you less seriously, and eventually you're just going to give up when things get tough. You don't prioritize. You don't know how to work through things. Obstacles become too much to overcome, and the task is doomed, dead in the water, the moment that you decide to take it casually. So really, what you need to do, what I need to do, and what I've started doing is taking action. Stop planning and take action. Planning's great. Getting some details on paper, on a whiteboard, on your computer, it's great. But you have to take action. That's what I've started here. I've started taking action. Every single day I'm taking action. Even if I'm tired, I take some action. I do something to move things forward. I don't say, well, I can do that later. Because if I plan on doing it later, that's pushing something else back, which pushes something else back. So just think anything that is worth doing, anything that you want to succeed at, needs to be done with intent. You need to set time aside and approach any obstacles seriously and urgently. You need to focus. And the problem with planning too much is that our ideas expand and branch into new ideas. And before we even get a solid start on the first idea, we're already over somewhere else. So the solution is to stop planning. Stop overly planning. Stop obsessing over all the little details and each new idea. Stop thinking about how all the dots connect, and take action that moves at least one idea forward. Focus on that action. Follow it through. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can course correct once you've actually gotten started. But the point is that you have to start. There's no course to correct if you don't take any action. So taking action takes the casual nature of jotting down ideas, brainstorming, connecting non-existent actions. Until you take massive action and set yourself out there, you can easily dismiss the urgency to do more. It makes it easier. Like I said, for me, I would just be like, oh, I can do something tomorrow. I can do it later. And remember the old adage that actions speak louder than words. Well, this is definitely true when you need to accomplish something. Actions definitely speak louder than words. So my advice to you and to myself is, why would you focus your time and energy on something that has no deadline, has no urgency, and no commitment from me or yourself? It applies to success in business, fitness, relationship, really anything you can think of. So I encourage you to take action. I've taken action. Stop planning, to write an article, to film a video, or to go to the gym the next day, tomorrow. Just do it now. Start with something real, something tangible, some action that you can hold yourself accountable for. And this will help you to move forward, get you out of the trap of acting casually, and get you in the mood, in the mode, in the mindset to push forward and take more action and build upon it. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. If you like this video, if you like my ideas, please consider liking and subscribing and turn on post notifications. And if there's anything that you're struggling with that you would like some help with, just let me know in the comments and maybe I can make a video on it. If you are looking for coaching, you can find a link down below for my coaching survey, so you can fill that out and set an appointment